Alright.
thought your stream was already started.
Yeah, but it's like, it's not really. Oh wait,
okay.
I mean it is now, because like, it is. Hello guys, how we doing?
Hello.
I'm here with Shiny and Mike, and we're going to do... right, I should probably warn people about this. I am in a precarious situation at the moment. Because,
okay.
Obviously, my chapter review from 2 weeks ago got striked, and my strike is nearly gone. 6 more days, and is all they have left to respond, and obviously they're not going to, so in 5 or 6 days, hopefully we'll have this shit resolved. I'm not looking to get another one. They did not get my stream at all. However, so it means I think I'm chill to show this stuff still. But I'm gonna like have the opacity way down just so you guys can like see where I'm at in the chapter, and then I will be probably downloading and then deleting the VOD.
Yeah. Just like you're just gonna keep it up for like a few hours. Like they only really start hitting you with the strikes. Like I find what they do is when you first start doing videos, you don't get them for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then you get them, and then they stay on your ass till you stop.
Yeah, I think that's
like I had that for Bocce. Like I had like 5 chapter views out, and everything was fine. And then boom, I woke up to 5 strikes, 5 videos. Well, not 5 strikes, but 1 strike took down 5 videos.
Yeah, I mean it's weird because like I got 1 strike that took down 2 videos. Which is weird, because I was like, well, surely they would have taken down my streams where I just show the whole like chapter as well, but no, they didn't care.
Yeah, that's weird.
So I'm gonna just kind of keep moving and see how we go. But yeah, I'll leave the VOD up. I'll let it process, which normally takes overnight. Nothing bad should happen overnight, and then once it's like kind of done growing and everyone's seen it and stuff, I'll just remove it, so it should be fine. Oh wait, that's JJK. We're gonna do. Sorry, go on.
No, I was gonna say only issue is you won't get monetization from that.
No, you do if you do keep the money that it already
really?
made.
I thought you don't. Oh, if you delete the video yourself.
Yeah. If you delete it, you keep it. It obviously won't grow anymore, but like the money you made is still yours. So, you do keep that shit. But yeah, so we're also gonna start with Kagurabachi first, guys, because we all need to know what happens in Kagurabachi. We're gonna switch it up. So if you're not a Kagurabachi reader, come back in like probably 20 minutes, half an hour or so when we read Jjk.
What do you mean if you're not a Kagurabachi reader? You have to be a Kagurabachi reader.
If you're not a Kagurabachi reader, kill yourself.
Then get the fuck out of my stream. You gotta say that on stream? Now the VOD's definitely going down. Jesus. I do not condone that. Allegedly. I'm waiting for chat to say something provoking. Chat's been bare boring, bro.
Anyone got any last minute guesses for what this chapter is going to be about before we read it?
Yes, yeah. Lucas!
We're going to pick up where we left off.
He's going to get off-screen by Shikamaru, bro. That guy who looks like Shikamaru with the ponytail. He's out.
No.
Y'all aren't ready for this.
If you're in the Kaminabi, dude,
maybe.
I don't think you guys understand the Kaminabi rule. The more fucked up your haircut, the stronger you are. Like, look at Ikuto. He was the strongest member of the anti-Cloud Gouger squad because he had the worst haircut there.
Huh?
It's just how it lines up.
He had a bad haircut? No, he didn't. Did he?
Yeah, dude, Ikuto had an awful lineup. Like, look at his lineup on the sides. You'll see.
Oh, fuck, yeah, that's horrific. Jesus.
Yep.
Oh my god,
and look at Kazane. He had the best, man. He had a stylist and everything. His shit was dyed on the sides. And he didn't even do anything in the fight.
So what we're saying is, like, W hairstyle is strongest sorcerers, then? The opposite of what you're saying.
No. The worst haircut you have makes you a better sorcerer.
I don't know, but Kazane's looking kind of fire, and he's obviously the strongest on that squad.
But he ended up doing nothing.
Yeah, but he's Kazane, though. He's potential man, isn't it? So, like...
I know, but, like, still,
wait till he locks in, bro. Just wait till he locks in.
Man, look at Azami, man. Azami's got like the most emo-ass haircut ever, and he's like he's one of the strongest members.
Surely Lucas versus Kazane is like the fucking Gojo versus Sukuna of Kagurabachi.
Right? That's gonna be over in like 2 double spreads.
Potential man versus potential man, bro. No, for real. Like that is the Kagurabachi matchup. We're doing Kazane versus fuck, what's it? I've lost his name now. Bum-ass. We haven't even got a name for him.
I still find it funny as fuck that Lucas is getting his ass whooped by the dude who's complaining about Natsuki destroying walls.
True.
Also, that other guy who I have no clue who the fuck that guy next to him is. I thought he might be one of the people from that elite squad that had the traitors in it, so I was a little concerned that someone was gonna backdoor the hell out of Shikamaru while they were fighting him.
Are you reading Bachi or Modulo first? We are reading Bachi this time, because we did Modulo first last time.
Alright, a few seconds.
Kagurabachi.
Bro, decrease the opacity, we can almost see your screen. If I decrease the opacity, then you won't see anything at all, but I can do that if you want. Blant's getting sarcastic in my stream chat, bro. This guy.
Few seconds left. Hear the church bells ringing. I think my oh, there it is. Okay.
Is there the second arrow? Oh shit!
Oh, let's go.
Boot up this. Are you gonna stream it on Discord or?
Oh yeah, I will do.
The second arrow.
The second arrow, because remember the first arrow was them invading.
Right. Yeah. No. The first arrow is Samura, his daughter.
Well, clearly not.
Well, are they only getting into phase 2 now?
I feel like the first arrow. I feel like the first arrow was the whole last part. Right. If something, I'll agree with you, unless something crazy. If something, because the second arrow, surely the second arrow is just Kensei. Right?
Yeah. I don't.
I really still think that this is going off of like
disagree.
Oh wait, Alas, can you please stream it on? There you go, next one.
Sorry, I got you.
Alright, here we go. Oh, there's fucking Jjk. Get ready for him to stab a zombie through the heart.
No, watch, he's like controlling his mind, bro. He's controlling his sat on his shoulders, controlling his brain. From what you've told us, in order to transport something to the... Why are they calling it the warehouse? It's the storehouse, guys.
I don't know, the British translators are back.
Ugh, Brits.
Are they? Is it not? No, it's always been
Dude, anytime you hear someone say some shit like "eat crow," it means those translators are back.
No, hey. Chameleon is American.
What? Imposter, bro. Wearing the skin of someone else.
You've told us in order to transport something to the storehouse, you have to register it by channeling spirit energy into it. The seal was already broken when the Shinichi was put up for auction at the Rakuzaichi, which means Kyura Sazanami poured spirit energy into the Shinichi early on when the seal had just been broken. In other words, channeling spirit energy into it alone isn't enough. To activate the Shinichi's power, you need a strong desire to use the sword. Okay.
Is that a new illustration? He doesn't, I don't remember seeing that panel.
I think it's probably in the, yeah.
I think it's new. Oh, he looks sick in the new art style.
Maybe.
He hasn't got his eyes shaded out though, which is a bit odd, because I'm pretty sure that was shaded out most of the time.
No, his eyes rolling into the back of his head.
Yeah, but it's still, like, it was always like, what's his name? Euros. You know, when it goes like fully black. Well, almost fully.
Maybe he was like in the middle of it. I don't remember. I got to reread that fight.
Which means by channeling spirit energy into it beforehand, I'm gonna use it. Woohoo! It should be possible to activate its powers while the Shinichi. It should be possible to activate. Yeah, so remote use. We're talking about remote use.
So like using that shit like a fucking power up.
Yeah, by channeling spirit energy into it beforehand, it should be possible to activate its powers while the Shinichi's hero Kamanabi HQ. But that's like, we know this already though, right? Like Chihiro did the same thing.
Yuru's totally about to use it, isn't he? Yuru's totally about to use the Shinichi.
Yeah, he's probably channeled energy into it before. That's why his eye was going all freaky. That would make a lot of sense.
That's how it's done, right?
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
But its powers can only be used for a limited time.
And there's a price. The Swordmaster quickly worms his way into you, hijacking you from within. Yeah, okay.
The activated then lose their senses of self, and it's all over for them. Like what happened to Kyura Sazanami at the Rakuzaichi.
Yep. Well, I wouldn't say he completely lost his sense of self, but I guess that's the point of him, right?
Well, like he was about to.
Yeah.
So it's the thing is like if you're not as strong as Kyura is mentally, you'd probably lose way faster, or just completely lose yourself.
Dog shit up, bro. After that,
name reveals.
As a strategy, it's a double edge. Where was the name reveal?
Well, I mean, after we read.
We'll just keep reading.
Oh, okay.
As a strategy, it's a double-edged sword with a razor-sharp edge. For that reason, we concluded that it was unlikely someone would attempt that approach, but just in case, we investigated the blade.
Huh.
We confirmed it hadn't been charged with anyone's spirit energy.
Interesting.
After that, we resealed the Shinichi. Like last time, it was me, Hasen, and Yatsuru who did it. Okay, and those are... I'm assuming these are the other two who wear those captain robes.
Most
Oh,
likely,
right,
yeah.
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 Oh my, that's the first Hiyuki mentioned in like fucking... Did they misspell Hiyuki's name again?
Yep.
Hikiyuki.
Oh my god, they actually
Fucking
did.
Typesetter is like messing up a lot.
Ah.
Fucking Hikiyuki,
Oh wait, well, we can
bro.
see who it is. Yeah, it's those three.
Oh, I mean, I could have
The-
probably... It was probably my guess, honestly.
They're the three
Oh,
sorcerers
yeah.
you saw wearing white robes. The one in the middle was the Kamanabi's leader. On both sides were his assistants, Yatsuru and Jjk. Okay. They're also the
Yeah,
most
female
powerful
Byakuya,
sorcerers of
remember.
the Kamanabi. Interesting.
Okay, that's some Azami, I
Yeah,
guess,
so
living down my power ranking a little bit.
Azami shifted below these three. But
Was Kudo
Nope.
just lazing him unnecessarily?
Nope. Look at what's the next sentence.
But wait. Before we scroll down, I also want to point out they stated Hiyuki was the strongest of the Kamanabi.
Well,
that- this
Kaminami
would be-
soldier, as in a combatant.
I don't think I said that though.
yeah,
But
yeah,
Mr.
they said
Kudo.
that the
Oh
strongest
shit!
Kamanabi
Wait, no,
soldier.
you're right. Mr. Kubo said Azami's on another level.
he probably meant as a
He
fighter.
probably meant as a fighter. Physically, I'm a bit younger than the others. A bit younger? How old are you, Azami, bro?
I don't know. Why are you chucking that in there? Okay. No, I see it. Kudo's seen these Donnies and he's like, Azami is just a different breed. Alright, cool. That's
So,
good
let's
agenda
see.
right there. That's W agenda right there. Right.
But as sorcerers, they're giants compared to me. Apart from the innate sorcery I was born with, things like barriers and sealing spells and the realm of scholars. Oh, so, like...
Okay, I get what you're
he's
saying.
saying,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah. Like, I can, like, punch
Yeah,
and
yeah,
kick,
yeah.
but these guys can punch, kick, and just make shit.
So as a combatant, that's what you meant by as a combatant, as a fighter,
Yeah.
with his sorcery and stuff, Azami is a different level. But as a sorcerer as a whole, so if you think about the Masumi and stuff, they've got all the knowledge from like that section of the library. All of the like, yeah, that's what I mean, like barriers, teleportation, sealing, all that stuff. Azami's like not on the same level as those motherfuckers who can do it all.
It reminds me of like Yuji and Toto, where like Yuji was better physically and stronger, but Toto had so much more experience and a better understanding of spiritual energy in their fight. So that's kind of like how I'm assuming that's kind of how he's saying it is.
So he is like probably the stronger fighter, but as a whole, like usefulness as a sorcerer, he's pretty much just a fighter.
That little comment pissed off Ichiki from Kudo. He's gonna be happy that dude's dead.
Those three in white robes have about twice that much in their heads. Okay. Oh, wait, sorry. Wait, that's Mr. Kudo said. He said that Masumi had memorized all the books in the library on level 2. Those three in the white robes have... So they have, like, 2 levels worth of information.
Oh, there's 3 levels. There's a 3rd library that,
but-
I made an entire map of the Kamanabi, and there's, like, 3 libraries.
Yeah, but he's saying they have twice that much in their heads, which means they would have 2 levels, because the Masumi has memorized one whole
Jesus.
level.
No, but the Masumi have memorized 2 levels.
No, they
Oh, wait,
memorized
no.
level 2.
My fault. I'm saying this wrong again. But he's referring to the level 2 library that we see them in, and then we also know there's 3 libraries as a whole inside the Kamanabi.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that the Masumi have memorized everything on level 2. And if those captain guys have memorized twice that much, it means they've memorized 2 levels worth. Because if the Masumi have
I
one
wonder
level,
if that
then it's...
implies there's one person who's memorized all 3 libraries. Maybe it's
Shiba.
Yura upscale. Yura.
No,
Shiba,
it's
Shiba
probably
upscale.
considering that they don't say there's
Tafuku.
anyone stronger than them. It's probably the guy who's making the barrier around the actual Kamanabi.
It could be, to be fair. That's not a bad shout. If you're going to trust anyone to protect the whole Kamanabi, it's probably going to be that dude. Oh,
Yeah.
fucking hell, what's this bloody
Okay.
shit?
The
app?
Ishaku's
Ow.
recklessness makes sense,
Makes
only
sense.
if they have a powerful ace up their sleeve. My worry is that one of the 3 of us could be colluding with the Ishaku.
Oh, shit.
Bro,
Oh,
you're
Traitor
talking about
time.
yourself in 3rd person, bro?
Oh, shit.
Okay, money. This is the last chance to guess. Money on the table.
It's Kudo, innit?
It's Azami, bro.
It's gonna be Beard Dude. It's totally gonna be
No,
Beard Dude.
I think this is a fucking fake out, bro. Why are you saying it's one of? Why are you narrowing it down to one of those three? It's not one of those
but,
three. It's
like,
Kudo.
if we
Kudo
wanna
is
really,
alive. Kudo is on.
No.
Stocks
If
on
we
Kudo,
really
bro.
want to, if we want to look at receipts, who is the person who is really pushing for the Kaminami to go to the Rakuzaichi? It was Kaisen. This guy in the middle right here.
It's
He was the
true.
person who's like, Hyuki, you gotta go and get the Shinichi from there. Even Ichiki was like, this is kind of like bullshit, but like, he's my boss.
It is true. It is true. But it is. Yeah, I feel like there's just these two don't have enough. Like, okay, cool.
I mean,
one of
he's
them,
had
Betrayer,
a lot
nice.
more than her. And Ichiki only really recently has gotten a lot. So I feel like it would be him, if anything. We also honestly, every time we go to the Kaminabi, the person's reactions we see is Kaisen. Like, he's the person who we always see his reaction to shit. Like the
Yeah,
Enten
true.
getting put up for sale.
It's gonna be Azami. Trust Brazil, bro. Brazil's just an Azami hater, man.
Alright. Okay, well, come on, I gotta
Oh
read
my
this.
god. Okay. Anyways, one of the white robes could have altered the Shinichi's seal, weakening it in the midst of the chaos, for example. Or we could have given it to one of their disposable pawns within the Kamunabi. What does
Like
that
the
second
traders
half
and stuff.
mean?
Like the traders, like they're saying that like, oh, one person high up is a trader, and then we have all these low level people who are also turning against us, like the people we
Yeah,
saw
true. Yeah.
Kiri fight.
Also, just like who was with those two sorcerers who went with Hiyuki and Tafuku, who were sat like in the Rakuzaichi, and we'd cut to them and they'd say something
Sure,
sometimes. Yeah. They were there, and I'm pretty sure Hiyuki gave the Shinichi to them to take back to the Kaminabi.
Yeah, they were the people in charge of taking it to the Yeah, she even tells us. I remember correctly.
I think that's what they mean is like those like sort of people who could easily be
okay.
traitors. Okay, so Shinichi's
Okay.
there. Oh, Bossman's here. All right.
Bro, you're too far. You skipped text.
Oh, I
You
didn't.
skipped the whole thing, bro. It's
Oh,
or
fucking
it's
hell, I
possible
did.
that the
Jesus.
Otaku are simply being reckless. I've known them both for many years. I need to prove to myself that my suspicion are unfounded.
Okay.
So Ichiki, I think this might rule out Ichiki as the traitor right here.
I don't know, bro. There's
Oh,
still the
it's Kasen.
possibility of a sleeper agent. But yeah, Karsen's here.
Oh man, but that is such a okay. No, this dude's totally a traitor. Look at that guy. Look at this dude.
It's a bit sus. It's definitely a bit sus. Ichiki, Karsen. Wait, this is giving me bro. What is a
Fine.
great example of like when traitors kind of suss the other out? Oh, do you know what it's reminding me of, bro? It's Deadass.
What?
You know the fucking Captain America Winter Soldier elevator scene?
Oh, I was literally gonna
It's
say that.
totally
shit.
giving that shit, bro.
He was gonna
It's
say
this
Hail
right
Hydra,
here.
bro.
Yeah, it's giving this shit
I was
right
literally
here,
gonna
bro.
say that. He turns to the guy
Bro,
on the
they're
pilot seat and he
saying
just
they're
goes,
saying
"Hail
we gotta
Hydra."
do double spreads, bro. They're saying we gotta do double spreads.
Oh, okay, we got an important one.
Alright, bet.
Hold on. Double spread.
No, but I was gonna say like it's like Captain America just looking at the guy going, "Hail
No,
Hydra."
it is.
Like,
That us. Like, that's exactly what it feels like.
Okay, it's fine. The seal is intact. Was I overthinking it? Hakuya Sazanami, you made it. As planned, he will now transport the Shinichi to the warehouse, fucking, where nobody can get to it. Yoshaku have no chance of taking down the Kaminabi headquarters.
Oh my god, it's gonna happen, isn't it? It's Kasen, bro.
No.
No.
Oh, duh.
Oh, for fuck's sake. And then we
No.
cut away? Okazono!
Oh my god, bro.
Whoa, hold on.
no.
Hokazono is the king of making us think shit and then us being wrong. Don't say.
Yeah,
it
no,
yet.
I'm
We
not,
could be wrong.
like, it's sus, but I'm not fully convinced just yet.
Alright. Oh, we're actually seeing them use sorcery now.
Don't,
That's cool.
Don't read it in double spreads until the end. Alright, okay, I'll change back.
God damn, you guys, make up your minds.
I'm saying, bro. Alright, Hokuto and Natsuki. I need to change this POV too much. Everything he writes is so good that I can't complain, but I can't be happy either. Hokuto, please, man, just commit to something.
On that lightning chase.
So
So
the
the
duel
duel
is
is over?
over. Why?
Oh. Okay. Well, because he's using sorcery now.
Oh wait, is Yoro just been fried? What the hell?
No?
He got
Is
he
he
got his
fried?
sword chipped. He got his sword cut in half.
It's cut in half, bro. Chipped. Fuck it, that shit's gone.
Yeah, and he's using his Uraha is using his sorcery as well. His tattoos are filled up again.
I would like to point out this is the first time we've seen Yoro look
Mike.
actually stressed.
Mike, I'm gonna stop you right
Yeah?
there. You've been saying that for the last 3 weeks, only to be proven
Hey, I
wrong.
got that. Hey, no, don't worry, don't worry. I went back and I reread his sorcery introduction chapter so I could get the tattoos right from now on. You like okay, let me read.
Okay, yeah, I see it, I
both
see it,
brought
I
up with
see
this.
it.
No, no.
See, all right. Don't second guess me twice. You can second guess me the first time, but you do that shit again, you're always gonna be wrong.
Wait, hold up a second. My chat is trolling the shit out of me. I've just been said, yeah, double spread coming now. Read double spread. Bro, we've changed 1 page.
Okay.
Oh my
Fucking,
god.
do we just keep it in double spread? I
No.
don't.
At this point, they can suck me off, bro. I don't care. Right. Anyway, they're both going full throttle with their sorcery. They want to kill us as quickly as possible. Uraha, the trump card Samura left behind. Neither of them is giving up the ghost easily, and we can't discount the outcome in Tokyo. Yeah, exactly.
Tokyo, bro. What the fuck? Kyoto.
Hokuto, the fun games.
Oh,
are
Kyoto.
over.
Yeah, my bad.
So be it. Oh, is he?
Kyoto.
Oh, his eyes. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes.
Yeah,
look
no,
at his
he's,
eyes.
he's
go
about
double
to.
spread.
He's about to
There's
pop.
gonna
He's
be
about
some
to pop. He's about to
There's gonna be
pop.
some
Yeah, no,
shit.
I will go double spread for this because he's actually about to tweak. Oh, that was a double spread. Oh, no, it wasn't. I lied. Wait, what?
Oh,
why is it?
Reload
Oh,
the
wait, what?
page.
Wait,
Reload
mine's
the page.
fucked.
What?
mine's
just-
fucked.
Movement
He just fucking
suddenly?
flash stepped them. He flash stepped them.
Dude, this guy's athleticism is crazy.
That's dead ass the same shit as Army be doing, bro.
His strength suddenly skyrocketed.
Bro, that's dead ass what Azami was doing. So like those, you know, the two fodder?
Yeah.
It's the same fucking. That's so cool. Oh my god, wait, they both got blitzed. What? His movement is suddenly.
Both got lit.
His strength also suddenly skyrocketed. Holy shit,
Bro,
bro! You're just locked in.
Bro, this whole chapter is fucking up my tier list. I gotta redo
Bro.
shit after this.
No, low key, like,
Look at how his eyes are hidden, bro. On
bro.
the
Nah, you're
Oh shit.
you're
right.
you're that guy,
I
bro. I can't lie. You're telling me? Wait, no, there's no way you can't be telling me Lucas is stronger than this. By the way.
yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
We ain't doing that
Yes.
shit. We ain't doing that shit now, bro.
Stream.
We ain't doing
Yes.
that
Get
shit.
this
Hell
guy
no.
from the
Hell
stream,
no.
bro.
Yes.
This goddamn guy from the
Yes.
stream.
Bro, someone said switch back. Oh my god, make your mind up, bro.
I
No,
don't
shut
care,
the
I'm not
fuck. No.
switching back.
We're keeping it like this. I don't care what they
Oh
say.
my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're
Right,
going
makes
back
sense.
to Kasen. We're going back to Kasen.
What already? What was the point? We just see you're a cook. Oh no,
It's
this
just-
has to be for a
Oh
reason.
my god, bro.
Okay.
The sword.
Sword is there.
Oh, it's leaking. But the seal was
The seal was
intact.
intact.
How?
How?
Pouring
It's
out
pouring
from within the
within
seal.
the seal. Impossible. In other words, it was compromised before the seal? How could I have overlooked that? No.
Okay, so Ichiki's rolled out as the traitor. We got 2 people left.
Someone knew at
If
the
someone
time they
knew
had
at
been
the
charged
time-
with spirit energy. Someone who was capable of covering it up.
I don't believe it. But that tactic could.
I charged the spirit energy with. I charged the Tanuchi with my spirit energy right before we submitted it to the Rakizaichi auction. We were right. Okay. The point of the Rakizaichi was to find out who had command of the Shinuchi and whether or not we could seize temporary control. It would be useless to wield it if we would be instantly hijacked. And what we learned was the wielder needs astronomical mental fortitude on par with Kurosawa's Sazanami to battle with it even for just a moment. It's paramount to suicide. We know this. Okay, so it means that they probably actually aren't in alignment with the Swordmaster at all here.
No,
They don't want to be taken over. Okay, that's very interesting. And he did charge it, and then one of those 3 did do it, and it's probably Kazan for sure.
Oh shit! No, we gotta go double spread. I
Oh
think.
my god.
Is that double spread? Chat, is that double spread?
You're
I think there's one coming up because we just saw the Sword Saint. So I'm gonna say we keep it in double spread for the rest of the thing.
But Kiora
Bro,
Sazanami
Una's
also proved that it's worth attempting with a level of unparalleled determination. Okay. Double spread upcoming? Alright, fine. Fuck. That's not double
Yeah,
spread.
actually,
Malediction.
He said malediction? What? And
He's
plants
actually
plants
getting
are
up now.
coming out of Yura's hands, bro. I told you this is a battle to the death.
Oh no.
Okay, so you
Mike.
can use it remotely. So Yura charged it with spirit energy, so that Yura could use it, and Yura's got
I'm
the
standing
taking
back.
the risk to use it while the Swordmaster's trying
I'm
to control it.
I'm
right?
standing up. I'm standing up. Change the page. I'm standing up. Here we go.
3.
Yo!
Oh my god!
No.
Oh, there's crow feathers. There's crow feathers.
No.
There is crow feathers. What the fuck? Wait, Samura about to pull
No.
up. No, surely
No.
not. With this power, we
No,
will
but-
overthrow you. Whoa, he's just fully using the power of the Shinuchi remotely. And so he's actually fighting against the Swordmaster. So the sword, definitely they're not in alignment. Bro, what? Okay, I'm gonna change. What? That can't be the
That's
end?
it.
That's
That's
how it
it, yeah.
ends. Are you fucking serious?
You continue.
No!
Oh,
This is bullshit.
no.
Oh my god, bro, this shit's so good.
Okay, so like maybe not. Maybe next chapter we might see Samura and Chihiro, and maybe like
I think
Misumi as
so.
well
That's the
coming up.
first time we've even like had a reference to them in a very long time.
I imagine Izara is just gonna like pop in as well, a fucking high school student.
With this power, we will overthrow you. So we really are
Oh
just in
my God.
three completely different factions here. You've got Swordmaster, Kamanabi, Hishaku. They're all completely got their own agendas.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is actually
How-
crazy.
Also, we got a new panel of the Swordmaster, finally.
Yeah, bro.
We keep getting the flashback panel.
So yeah, so Yura charged
fucking
it.
put out-
Kazan made
yeah.
sure that it wasn't detected. Yeah, so Yura charged it, Kazan not detected, and then Yura's now drawing on its power remotely, and then he's fighting
wouldn't
against
put
the
your money,
Swordmaster
though.
taking control.
I wouldn't put your money on Kazan being the traitor though. I feel like we're gonna get the rug pulled on us.
Maybe. People are still saying, Simpkuna's in the chat going, the traitor is Azami. Bruv. Bruv.
I mean,
bruv.
to be fair, he never outright says he's the traitor. He just points out the fact that the Shinichi it has been infected with someone's spiritual energy.
It is true though that Yatsuru wasn't at the treaty signing. We only know her to be involved with this stuff.
True. So Yatsuru, and now that we've seen Ichiki's POV, I think we can finally outrule him, unless there's some sort of mind control going on. But I feel like that's a no.
Unless
so it is going to be
Ichiki's like a
Kasen or
sleeper,
Yatsuru.
then yeah.
I feel like it's going to be Kansen though. He's got the most stuff for him, and it lines up the most with him, right? He is the head. If anyone is going to be able to make this shit happen, it's going to be him.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
If Kasen is
He's
the
the
traitor, his
guy-
previous decisions are recontextualized a lot if you reread it. The operation with Senkutsuji sending Chihiro Hakuri could have been planned. Kasen opened the
True.
first layer. He also decided to buy the Shinichi in the auction. That's true.
I
Yeah,
might be
and-
looking into this too much here, but so Hiyuki and Tafuku work directly for Kasen, right? Now Hiyuki,
Yeah.
because of her moral compass, I think is legitimately clear. I'm not sus of Hiyuki at all.
Agreed.
No, she'd low-key leave the Kamanabi if they did something really bad.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to get her away from the Kamanabi's control, is for Kazen to be the traitor.
Sure.
But it low-key makes me a little bit sus of Tafuku. Just a bit.
You think there's another one working with them?
Well, I
think
feel
that would
like
be cool as shit.
not Hiyuki, but like if Tafuku, the guy who's like with Hiyuki, because remember back in the thingy, you know how Yura's like, oh, you're too green to harvest? Like they didn't not kill Chihiro. It's like they want Chihiro for something, but Tafuku is the one who was there convincing Hiyuki not to kill Chihiro. Like Tafuku is the only reason that Chihiro made it out of that shit at all.
And not to mention, Kasen was also the person who had the final say in Chihiro temporarily joining the Kamanabi.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, they knew all about the defenses, so like they would have had to have that level of information. He was at
He
the
also-
treaty
he also
signing, he
set
was
up
at the
Shinichi as
ceiling.
well. He
And
set up the
he's-
Shinichi,
yeah.
he's bidding, he did all that shit. That
So-
feels really fucking obvious now that I think about it. Of course the person in charge of the Shinichi situation would be the traitor.
I'm also going to just say it now. I feel like because of the statements we have and stuff, in terms of like combat, I think it's clear that Azami sits right at the top of the Kamanabi
Yeah.
with Hiyuki. Like Hiyuki and Azami are just the top two Kamanabi. Like in terms of combat, like they are the best.
Like for me, it's like how Unohana is like
Yeah,
is stronger than Aizen when it comes to fighting, but Aizen would probably win because his hacks are way better. That's like why the heads are considered to be higher up than Izami. Because yeah, he'd whoop their ass if they went hand to hand, but if they use all their techniques and stuff, he might lose.
Yeah, it's just like in terms of pure combat, it's like Kenpachi in a way, just being a Kenpachi, or just the way Kenpachi is, right? Like it's just you are a combat beast, but you're fucking useless at everything else.
Yeah. If someone like pulls out any sort of hacks that takes away combat, you're fucking screwed.
Yeah. What about Togo? He was former Kamanabi. Okay, let's be real. We know that Shiba and Azami are at least relative.
Yeah.
Like,
Also,
he's on that level.
you have to take in you always have to take an account with Kagurabachi. It's a series where people get greatly stronger as the series continues. Like we know Samura is on a completely different playing field than he was during during the war. Like it said multiple times, he has new abilities now that he didn't have 18 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's important to say like people like Shiba get stronger, and also you seemingly don't get weaker when you're old as shit in this series by the fact Ichiki is still someone who's considered to like be on a zombie's level or stronger when he was with the person who trained him.
I think it's
18
also
years
like
ago.
you can always improve because you can always absorb more source. There's this emphasis on like taking in that sorcery knowledge, right? So like even those three haven't got the whole library's worth of information. So it's just the more experience you have, the more you can learn about sorcery, like the more versatile you get. Sure, Azami in terms of raw power and combat, like fighting ability, he's young, he's athletic, he's insanely strong, his technique is broken when it comes to combat, so we've been told. Sure, but then over time you can still become more useful and versatile in learning actual sorcery, which is something that those three will have a massive advantage over him in. And I suspect the same applies to Shiba, because they're definitely the same age and stuff. And Hiyuki too, because she seems a fair bit younger. I'd say she's like probably older than Chihiro, but younger than like Azami and Shiba.
My assumption's always been like early 20s.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Alright, do you want to hop over to Jujutsu Kaisen now?
We can do. Shiny, have you got anything else to say on Bachi, or do you want to hop over?
Dude, I don't know, bro. My mind is kind of like breaking, bro. It's like racing and breaking at the same time, because I kind of expected we would get the traitor revealed like now, but like I'm just thinking about all the stuff that this recontextualizes, like their plan, why they needed the Magatsumi and stuff, and like the fact that they're not in cahoots with the Swordmaster. I really thought they would be.
I thought so too. I was very convinced, but they are fully against that, Donnie.
Yeah,
I'm like,
they're not.
I'm still not over the fact that Natsuki and Uraha just got fucking fodderized.
Something that I do want to point. I mean, I'm not surprised, but let's be real. Uraha's not got an enchanted blade. Natsuki's not got an enchanted blade. They're strong sorcerers without them, sure, but like you're fighting. Like it was hella nerfed Kiora versus Flamebone and Enten. What the fuck are base Natsuki and Uraha gonna do?
Yeah, but also
You know what I mean?
like I mean we don't really know the Shinichi multiplier and how it fares up against a pure enchanted blade, but it's safe to say that like even not being the sole wielder of this blade, when you're using its power as well, it has a wielder still. You seem to have a bigger increase in power than an enchanted blade.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like and like if you look at Kiora, Kiora was not a big combatant. Like all this dude was doing in the storehouse was just like manipulating the room. So when he got the enchanted blade, he moved up to above Hiyuki. Well, maybe not above Hiyuki if she went all out, but above Chihiro.
Yeah. I want to retract what I said earlier. There is no way Lucas is stronger than this.
No.
So, base Yura,
No
sure, but not this. Like, L for
like
Lucas.
Get Lucas past fucking Shikamaru and the random ass dude next to him first.
Bro, even in the Hishaku, like get him past Bingo.
True. Get him past Uran. What's the name of the girl?
Uran.
Uran.
She
Uran.
might honestly be working her way towards my favorite Hishaku, even though we've seen 3 panels of her in total.
Yeah.
I love her. She's so cool. Todoroki's my favorite My Hero character, except from All Might, of course. So like,
Also,
dope.
dude, I just realized. Remember that one chapter where Uruha did his white purity together with his sorcery against Yura?
Yeah.
And then he blocked it, and everyone was like, "Whoa, Yura upscale!" And then his eyes turned gray. Yeah. Dude, the reason why he was able to block Uruha's attack is because of the influence of the Magatsumi.
Little temporary boost.
Right.
She's like, but the thing is that I'm finding interesting about this is, so Kiora tried to use it for a prolonged period of time, right? And he was holding the blade. So like, it was like he couldn't, like it took him all his fucking effort to put the blade down. Do you know what I mean? Whereas this is like, it seems like Yura is able to go through very brief moments of harnessing it. Because obviously Kiora, yeah, I believe Yura has the mental fortitude to like withstand it for a while, right?
Yeah.
But if he uses it, like if he does use it for a prolonged period of time, he will die. The same way Kiora did. Like he just will.
Yeah.
But if he's able to just like phase in and out of channeling it, like I'm sure there will be like some kind of restriction or cooldown period, right? But if he's able to just go, I need it now, and then use it for like 10 fucking seconds, and then turn it off, that's so much more ideal than, because otherwise, realistically, Yura shouldn't survive this if he's fully channeling it. But so I suspect he's able to turn it on and off, which we've kind of seen already.
Are we about to see a barehanded Yura fight 2 enchanted blade wielders next chapter?
Loki, I don't think he's got the tech for that.
I mean, like, if we're doing this by the like, Yura fought 2 people on a lower level and enchanted blade level because it was Hyuki holding back like a fuck ton, and Chihiro with a far weaker understanding of his blade than he has now. So if you give the Shinichi powers to someone who is a master of sorcery,
yeah, he is. Yura himself is like a different level to Kyura as a sorcerer, so he'll be able to use that shit a lot better. He'll have a better understanding of the abilities already, probably. But the only thing I am worried about there is, like, he most definitely has a very limited window to use this. Like, has to be much shorter than Kyura's, I think, because otherwise he will take lasting damage or die if he uses prolonged exposure.
I think it's gonna be much longer than Kyura's, because he's got the mental fortitude to like keep this shit going.
I mean, that might be the gimmick. It might be like Yura is just built fucking like even different to Kyura, and he might be able to do it longer. But I still think,
I mean,
like he hasn't got the sword itself. He's still just channeling it. He hasn't like had much practice or mastery with it. I would say most likely that like if you're going up against right now Samura and Chihiro, I think he stands his ground. But I don't think I think it's still pretty one-sided. I think Samura and Chihiro should win that encounter.
This is the guy who will let himself get stabbed so he can spit blood in your face mid-fight.
It's true.
So I really, if this guy can do anything, it's tank physical and mental damage.
It also is kind of dangerous though, because like again, we're now putting Arca in play, and Arca's a dangerous one because if he copies those Magatsumi abilities, bro, and then doesn't have to be held down by the Swordmaster's will, it's kind of.
Imagine like, you know those moments where Naruto is able to speak to Kurama? Imagine like Chihiro absorbs an attack and then
he like
the Sword Saint for a moment.
Well, even like you know what, it's the same thing. Like you know what Sojo and Chihiro did.
Yeah.
Like if he clashes with Yura and they have a thing like that, but he ends up talking to the Swordmaster instead or some shit, or maybe all 3 of them together would be fucking crazy.
Yeah. Yura would be saying some insane shit to Samura. You're divorced. Your child doesn't love you. You're broke. You betrayed everyone.
I was gonna say you're blind, but I guess that's not true anymore.
You know when Batman is beating up Deathstroke and he's going like, "You're broke. You're abandoning your kid." He's just like saying some insane shit to his.
Imagine if like because he's got his eyesight back after all this time. Imagine if Samura pulls up, sees this, and just has like a full PTSD panic attack.
And he's like, "Wait, you look familiar."
No, but if he just like, because Uraha freaked out just seeing the eyes. But Samura, like, I can Loki because he hasn't like actually seen it since the bro. He might actually just have like a full PTSD shutdown.
Dude, you know what I don't get about this whole thing? I'm reading like the explanation right now in this chapter. I'm thinking back. Yura says that he put his spirit energy into the blade before he handed it off to the Rakuzuichi. So how did Kyora put his energy into the blade as well?
I don't see that as being impossible.
Maybe he just overlapped it.
Yeah, like
or it had direct contact with the blade.
I don't think.
How did Ichiki not realize that there was energy in the blade?
Because it was being coded by
Carson
one of the
was doing something. I think we'll just need an explanation for how he did
it. Was coding the blade and protecting it so he couldn't see it or detect it.
Okay. And then another thing what I don't really get is like, we know that you can use the blades remotely, but why is it that Yura can decide when that power goes on and off? Isn't it the wielder of the blade who decides that?
Well, I mean, to be fair, this is the first time we've actually seen him use it, where else other times his eyes were just kind of flicking on and off.
That's also not necessarily the case.
Why is it possible?
Because, again, it's the way it's been described is you use the blade because like there's no eternal, it can't be bound by an eternal contract. So they can make the choice of using it, but then if you use it, you become vulnerable to. So it's like you have to actively be using it for then. Because remember, the Swordmaster, like, Kyora still channeled his energy into the blade when he used it, right? But when he put the blade down, he was no longer influenced.
He severed the connection.
So he, like, even then, he put the blade down and he wasn't in contact, and he literally, like, whatever spirit energy that he still had would still be in that blade at the time, right? At least a bit. He managed to, like, then stop using it, like, make a conscious decision to stop the connection. So I don't think that's inconsistent, that's just how it works, I think. Because Kyora's intention was to use it against Chihiro, right? To protect the Rakuzaichi.
Yeah.
Like, he deliberately picked up and tried to draw and use the blade. And then even when the Swordmaster was pushing back, he was still trying to use it to save the Rakuzaichi.
Also, Hokuto is still here, by the way. Like, all that, like, what Natsuki launches him back with a lightning strike, and then he tries to charge Yura with Araha, and that's why Hokuto screams, "The duel is over," because he's like, "Oh, you're running away to go double team Yura."
Yeah, I mean, Hokuto kind of, like, knew what was coming.
I mean, Hokuto's strong as shit, but, like, I don't know how he's gonna,
like, again,
fare
different
against Enchanted Blade.
Different level. It's like, yeah, but someone said something interesting in chat. Kazen, or just one of those three, whatever. Actually, not Yatsuru, but if Kazen is the traitor, it does recontextualize the treaty a bit.
True.
Because he was there, obviously.
We know it's one of the three, and like I'm gonna get pulled on my ass so hard if Kazen just turns to like Ichiki and is like, "You're bullshitting right now, aren't you?"
Okay.
Like, I'll lose my shit if that happens.
Look. It could very well be Kasen, right? But I'm just trying to understand. Okay, we got like a lot of things this chapter that puts a lot more sus on Kasen and takes away the sus off of Ichiki and Azami. But I'm just wondering, how could they have figured out Rokuhira's location? Because only 4 people knew that, and it was not Kasen.
Kasen, yeah, that's actually a
good
point. That is a good point. But unless
it's the eye patch guy, Ichiki, Azami, and
the
one
woman,
of the other ones.
No,
yeah,
no, it was Kudo.
Kudo. It doesn't make sense.
We might be getting pulled on our ass right now.
So you know what I'm gonna tell you what I'm thinking. Mike, you just said, or not just, like 10 minutes ago, you said Hokuzono might be able to pull the rug from us, right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, what if Kasen is in a way a traitor because he's being blackmailed similar to other people, right? But he's not the main traitor.
That's what I'm saying. They could easily just be another traitor here.
Right.
Honestly,
Simkuna, thank you very much for the $2. Kazen is innocent. It's still Azami, bro. Get off that agenda, man. Azami the goat. But thank you very much for the $2.
Really, I'm still very certain. I think it's gonna be Ichiki, because it lines up the best. Really, from every time we've gotten information drops about stuff that the traitor has told the Hishaku, or stuff that would make someone seem a little more suspicious, Ichiki's always just kind of in the background. He's close. He might not be the center focus, but he's always close.
I'm very much like, I've now just decided I just don't think it's Kazen. I think if Hokuzono intended it to be Kazen, I think we do the build up and reveal it properly, like confirm it in this chapter. I think the fact that we're building it up like you know, that kind of tension in the air where it's like there's nothing that's actually saying it is Kazen. We just know it's one of the three, right? But it's like everyone's kind of attention is on Kazen. I feel like it's a very deliberate writing decision to be like, focus on Kazen, think it's this dude, because it's not. Or it's just there's more to it, because again, one of the lot who knew about, if we're assuming no one else knew, because like the only people who knew were Azami, Kudo, Eye Patch, and did Kazen knew? No. Eye Patch, Azami, Kudo, and Ichiki. Sorry, yeah. And Shiba. That's 4, right? But it's very possible that it wasn't one of that lot. If we go back to the fish theory.
What's the fish theory?
You know, like Kunishige went out to buy the fish. Like he went to the sword polishers and he brought the fish back. It's like the guy was all sus and he was just, I think the fish seller dude It was just like the fish could have easily just been a tracker of sorts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is true because they blow the hole in the wall where the fish was.
That's what I'm saying. So like it's a very possible that we've been led to believe that there is a traitor who leaked that information. They could very easily not be. That's all. Because again, I always found the fish thing weird. Every time I read it back, I'm like, well, this guy just like pushing fish on you? What? And the fish are so important in the story. It's like, it's not just a little, pass by comment. It's an important moment, right? The fish are very symbolic. And he was actively leaving the house as well. So it's very possible that it had nothing to do with the traitor.
And like Jjk and Kasa never directly say who the traitor is. They just say that it had to be someone that when they were sealing the blade, someone had to have covered up Yura's energy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So Kasen seems suspicious here, but honestly, this is just how the dude acts. Like anytime this guy has talked, he always talks like this, where he will say like a few words and then there'll just be a bunch of dots. That's all he ever does. He talks like Dragon from One Piece.
You know what I find really weird though as well, right? Is that if he's controlling it remotely, like if he's influencing the use of the blade, the sword saint, if he's influencing whoever's using it, surely that means his spirit energy is in some way like connected to something, right? Like either in the blade or just like do you know what I mean? Like how is he doing that unless his spirit energy is part of that? So they must be like whatever they're doing, scanning it and being like his spirit energy is the only thing we can detect here. And maybe Kyora's, that would make sense too if a bit of that was left over, I don't know. But surely his has to be tied to it somehow, right? So is it possible that but is it possible that he could he have shrouded it? Like could he have covered for it and there isn't necessarily one of those. I feel like this is too bait. It's too bait to just because again, Karzen and Yuzuru, I don't think either of them have enough setup to be honest to be the traitor.
Yeah. It has to be someone in that room, though.
I think it could be the sword saint. I think it could actually just be him.
What do you mean?
I don't think so. Oh, you think that there was no traitor the entire time?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there isn't necessarily a traitor that did this. Because again, I think we're putting too much emphasis on this idea of the traitor is obviously the guy who covered Yura's tracks. And it's like, well, Karzen hasn't really had much setup. Yatsuru has like not even fucking spoken. And Jjk is like literally clearing himself. So what's going on?
There's two ways. I think there's three ways I think this can go. Because I'm very confident that the room of people we have right now, one of them is the traitor. Number one, Jjk is faking this shit right now, and he is like putting on a show because this just feels like he's really trying to get everyone in the room to believe that, like, oh, there's a traitor here, but it couldn't be me. It couldn't be me.
I feel like someone someone is the Aizen.
Yeah. It could just be Kasen. It could just be Kasen, and we could be overthinking this.
Oh shit.
Number three.
Nah, sorry, but like I'm just thinking of the Aizen thing. Like, bro, I still think Kudo is just sus.
That's totally Kudo. That's totally Kudo.
If anyone's gonna do the Aizen thing, bro, it's Kudo.
I mean, we even get to see like someone else pretend to be his dead body.
I'm sorry. Like, I'm not really suited for sorcery. That's not like for combat sorcery. That's not really my jam. You know, Aizen when he was like telling all the captains, "Oh I just make like this mist that causes illusions." Right. Meanwhile, he's the most fucking cracked out, broken motherfucker ever. Right. Kudo, there, fake death, bro. Like, and then it could be so easily foreshadowing that someone shapeshifted into Kudo, like that's kind of could be a little subtle foreshadow. And Kudo was there with the treaty site. Was he there for the treaty site? No, he was there for rehousing Rokuhira. That was what he was there for.
Yeah.
And nobody. Like I don't know.
Also a lot with people who can change their appearance to be other people. A lot of times when you see that stuff in media, they're only able to do it when the person is still alive.
Mm-hmm.
So we could get a reveal that like this whole time it's been like we're being tricked into believing Kudo is this random head up that wasn't really that important, that had some hands in the big stuff, but when it came down to it, he just was never that big of a player, which is quite literally what happened with Aizen.
Yeah.
Dude, in what chapter did they
Yeah, I see
mention
that.
who was part of the Rokuhira hiding squad? Like the 4 who knew? I forgot. I'm looking for it right now. I can't find it.
It was right after Rakuzochi.
Was it that close? That far?
I think so.
Yeah, we're totally getting pulled on our ass with Kassen. I'm very certain this dude is not the traitor.
Yeah, I low-key think Kudo is the most sus right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I think
It's
if
too bait. It's
I'm
way
gonna-
too bait for a reveal. Like it's baiting it out way too. I'm not signed in again, man. Fuck.
putting my 3. This is my final 3 guesses for who the traitor could be. Putting them on the table. Kudo, Ichiki, or let's just put like Azami. Some fucking how it's still Azami.
I
Put
really
that there
doubt
for the
that.
fun of it.
I think
It'd
Azami
be
is,
really-
unless he's a
it'd be really
sleeper.
funny.
I think he's clear.
You got to admit, it'd be really fucking funny if it was though.
Kazan would be too obvious. He was already superficially suspicious. I agree. I think it's way too bait.
Also,
Oh yeah,
the
it was
way
after
Kassen
Rakuzuchi.
talks, yeah, the way Kassen
46.
talks, like it just sounds fucking suspicious. Like every time we've heard this dude talk, he always talks like this.
But it's too suspicious though.
Yeah, he's too suspicious. He's the Gin. He's the Gin.
It could be again and like both. Yeah, that's what I mean because like the way that like it's set up in Bleach is Gin is like, oh, we probably like Gin's like meant to be a good guy, but he's kind of acting traitorous, and you're like, well, Gin's obviously a traitor. Like, duh, he's obviously a bad guy. And then it's like, oh my god, he killed Captain Aizen. This guy who's like, he's cool. He was just there, I guess, like kind of chill, non-combatant. Seems like, you know what I mean? Just sort of not really too much about dude. And then bam, Gin works for Aizen, the mastermind, bro. So there's probably a Gin and an Aizen, and I think Kudo. It could honestly so easily be both. Actually, no, I think you're right. I think it's actually could be Kazan and Kudo. Wait, no, it is Kazan and Kudo. That's my theory. That's definitely my theory. Kazan is the one that's like. I think he's blatantly. No, I think he is blatantly sus. I think Kazan is like blatantly suspicious, right? So that we have that idea that we had with Gin, where it's like, well, this guy's the traitor. He's obviously bad guy, right? Like he and that
Dude,
missed the thing of like he would then cover up the thing, but it's Kudo who's like the actual mastermind of the traitor shit because he knew where Rokuhira was, and that covers both bases in terms of what the traitors revealed.
Yeah.
And Kudo pulled the like, he pulled the same shit as Aizen, and he's died, and he was like completely non-threatening, but he's probably a fucking monster, bro. Like I'm
looking at
I think
the
that's what we're
panel of Yura Rabbit fucking palming Araha's face, and like the vines are starting to come off. Dude, the vines are coming out of his vein and his like hand veins and going into Araha's fucking mouth.
Yep, he's cooked.
Yo, he's gonna make him implode from the inside with plants.
Dude. Speaking of the lasting consequences of this chapter, at the end of the chapter, we see the flash forward to Kyoto with the Bloodshed Hotel in the background, and we see Samura leaving, which means that most likely these 2 events are happening at the same point in the timeline, right? You guys agree with that?
True.
Probably,
Teleportation
yeah.
is instantaneous though. But the thing is, how is he gonna get inside? Because this isn't a Hokuto situation where we have someone on the inside of the bearer who can teleport you inside.
Well,
Don't
Chihiro's
let
a
anyone in.
member of the Kaminabi, so you can just bring him in now.
Oh, sure, yeah, he could just go up to that lantern thing and be like, Chihiro Rokuhira, and it'll open up.
So these guys are on their way to Tokyo. They're
But I mean,
going from Kyoto to Tokyo.
although with all the traders inside, I doubt they would allow that.
I don't know. Anyways, that's not the important part. The important part is I got a chat from Norman, and Norman said either Samura is too late or he sacrifices himself, reversing the malediction that's about to happen right now. What do you guys think of that?
Could be. I feel like
I don't know.
I feel like this is where like he's dead. Yeah, either way, I think he's dead. This is where he dies.
You think
this
this
is when it happens.
versus Yura is where Samura dies?
Probably, yeah. I think if he dies to like the Megatsumi, if he dies to malediction, I think that's from Yura, the guy manipulating him. I think it would be in a pretty significant way. But I think if he's gonna go out, that'll be it.
Die. Yeah, I think he's gonna die. But like, to me, he almost like has to die looking at Iori.
Like he has to
Yeah.
have his eyes. Like he has to be using those. Like it could be using owl, or it could be doing anything, but he has to be like using those revived eyes to look at Iori. So he could be like yes, in the end, this was worth it because I got to see you again, and then he dies. Like I feel like he has like
No, I get you.
thematically speaking, it has to be him looking at Iori.
Dude, Hari in my chat said that what's his face? Swordmaster saying malediction in this chapter is a mistranslation. It's supposed to be
Mistranslation,
Magatsumi.
Magatsumi, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
check
got
the
fucking John Weary on this
That
chapter.
would make sense, yeah.
I'm gonna check the raws. Let me see
Considering
real quick.
malediction is
I'm
literally
looking at it right now. I just flipped to the fucking French translation, and they use Magatsumi.
okay, yeah, it's Magatsumi then, fine.
Let's see. Where is it? The raws. Here, going down. Does he actually say it? Oh yeah, he does say Magatsumi. Okay. That's funny. He does actually say Magatsumi.
Alright. Well, do you want to go? Do you want to finally start JJK now? Have
Yeah,
we're all Kagurabachi'd out?
let's start JJK now, I think. Wait, someone's just joined my chat and said JJK review done yet. Bro, we've just done Kagurabachi. JJK is yet to start.
The Kagurabachi's just got some insane themes and such, man. What do we say?
No, Kagurabachi is just blatantly fucking better than JJK.
You just lost like 10 viewers.
I don't give a fuck, bro. It's just the truth. It's just objectively true. I'm gonna show. We're gonna talk about the chapter, but unless you want my channel to get obliterated overnight, I'm not showing a lot of it. Wait, I'm gonna change back to here because I don't wanna stress about that, to be honest. We'll run through it pretty quick because I've got somewhere to be, and I do read fucking TCB anyway, so I am aware. Why do I even do this? I fucking read it. I should just do a different stream for when I actually read it when it comes out. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, actually.
Alright, Mochilo 3.
Have you read it?
I've seen the scans, but I've not read it.
We'll read through it here then. So, a man-eating shark is on the loose. That is the chapter. Yeah.
Are you
Swimming in the forest?
Wait, what the? This is the. Maybe I should have just read leaks if this is the chapter.
See, it's got good themes, but it's like hella goofy.
I mean, this is early JJK was hella goofy. Like this isn't that different. I mean, actually, no. Early JJK wasn't that goofy. Yuji died in like chapter like 15 or something like that.
That's actually very true. But what I do like about this is it confirms our suspicion. Wait, actually read through this. A shark. Why isn't the government handling it? Blah, blah, blah. Did it wash up through a river? Nope, the shark is swimming through the forest. But what's interesting is that they talk about, like, Maru's asking about cursed spirits. So it's confirmed that, like, because the aliens all have cursed energy, they've never seen a cursed spirit before. Like, they don't even know what they are. Which can tie in quite nicely with the idea that JJK set up of, like...
Ghetto's like...
Yeah, Ghetto's, like,
Ghetto's
literally rolling
annoying
in his grave right now, bro. Like, what?
No, he's being annoying to... He's, like, in hell with Yuki, being the most annoying guy possible, being like, see, at a point.
Nah, it's the other way around. Because Ghetto was saying, kill them all. Yuki was saying, everyone should learn to control it.
I guess they're both right in a way. But
I mean, in a way, yeah.
One person wants to be literally Hitler, so that guy wasn't that right.
Is it ever revealed why curses only appear in Tokyo?
Everyone's
that's
really
new.
It's because Sukuna was the epicenter of like the amount of like sheer cursed energy and like the fucking massive event that was led to like majority of cursed spirits either being formed in or attracted to that epicenter, so they never really started forming anywhere else. It was like imagine it as like a gravitational pull.
Still lingering there to this day.
I mean, I guess it won't just be Sukuna's. It will be the expenditure of the culling games as a whole, like in Tokyo.
Okay, sure.
Is Sendai in Tokyo?
No, it's in the north.
Is there no One Piece chapter today?
Fucking, I don't care, to be honest. One Piece is kind of pissing me off at the moment.
Oh, what you don't like the God Valley flashback, bro? It's really good.
I'm sure it is, but like I've been waiting, like I'm just wanting to get on with the point and do God Valley, bro. What have we been
But
doing for the last few weeks?
Oh no, it's on break this week. Fuck. But I mean, they're at God Valley right now.
Yeah, I know,
They're
but
like
it'll be another 4 years until we actually start the conflict.
Okay, you know that is kind of fair. It will probably actually be another 4 years.
Even though you all use sorcerer layer, that's where they talk about the kind of spirits. Trying to see if there was actually. Why did they talk about the Tokyo epicenter thing? Was that in the last chapter? No.
I think it might have been in the last chapter.
No, they haven't mentioned cursed spirits yet, though. Oh, wait. Oh, for decades, work like this so-called suppress the threat missions haven't happened outside of Tokyo. And to think, just when aliens arrive... Okay, so they... Okay, yeah. My brother are nothing like that oddly shaped creature they showed us earlier, and we don't eat people. Sorry, I'll tell you when the time is right. So Yuka seems very much on board with, like, coexistence, and Tsurugi seems a bit more stubborn on the conflict side, which is a nice, like, little parallel to Maru and Cross in a way. It's the same shit as, like, it's what Yuji was saying to Sukuna at the end of the series, right? Like, he offered him a chance for coexistence, and Sukuna chose... Sukuna was, like, beyond redemption, so... It's pretty... It's like the whole coexistence versus conflict thing is... It's a nice little theme we're running.
This chapter is like it's so happy that you know someone is gonna die brutally really soon.
In Jjk? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's how it feels. Like there's like it's like when Naruto goes to a filler arc right before it cuts back to like the war arc where like Neji's getting stabbed.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. You're not reading from my stream, are you? Because I'm like kind of scrolling.
I just read the chapter myself.
Have you read it properly?
Yeah, read it properly.
So the bit I liked most about it is that is the tiger analogy for Yuji and Sukuna, because like Yuji's always represented by like a tiger. You know, he's the tiger of West Junior High. Tiger's like very important part of that heaven and earth cycle. Like Yuji's kind of, and it's the difference of like Toronosuke or whatever his name was like the whole idea of you grow up lonely and that makes you strong, but it also made it into like this irredeemable like killing animal, which is what Sukuna was. Like he became strong because he was lonely, and that made him into an irredeemable killing ruthless monster, and in the end had to be put down rather than able to, you know, coexist with it. Whereas the new cub that comes along, which is the whole like Sukuna I am you thing, or you are me, is it's the same situation again, but this time you hand it over to Asada and you like look after him and stuff, which is basically meant to represent Yuji. I think that's quite a nice little thing, and it plays into the coexistence themes quite well. So I thought that was actually really neat. Obviously, JJK people don't know how to read, so because there's a flying shark and like no actual sick fucking Gojo vs Sukuna level fight in this chapter, they'll say it's mid or filler, but when you actually like, you know, read it, it's pretty nice. I like it. It's pretty dope.
Do you think the aliens have animals on their planet?
That's a good question.
I think they probably got like I think everything's dead on their planet properly, or mostly.
They probably did have animals of some sort. They probably had like multiple species. Yeah,
at some point in time, definitely.
I mean, there's very clear variations among them as well, because like look at Bossman compared to the rest of them.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's I had a theory for that. I mean, my video got taken down, so I can't show it off. But my theory is that I feel like since them as a species are more intertwined with cursed energy, that it actually changes them, like physically. Like the only people we've seen look alike as the aliens are the twins.
Yeah.
Everyone else in their race looks entirely different to them, and I think that's because like the cursed technique you get. It literally changes you as a person. Like if like look at the dude with the big ass forehead. My guess is he probably has some sort of maybe barrier technique or something that's a lot more spiritual than the others. Yeah. So it like quite literally altered his appearance to make him better for that.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's like kind of would maybe kind of be on theme as well. Like I feel like he does deliberately, like Bossman looks different to the others in the way that Sukuna look different to everyone else, which is kind of also just meant to be like, this Donnie built different, you know? Like, the Sukuna level threat memes are fucking killing me, bro. That shit is so funny.
Yeah.
And I hope he is a Sukuna level threat. I hope he is. I really do. People are
I mean,
like,
like,
oh,
even if he is, like, low-key, he's probably gonna get beat by the twins, so I feel like
yeah, no, of
no
course.
matter what, this dude's gonna get a bad performance.
But what I'm saying is like people are like, no, I hope he's not stronger than Gojo or Sukuna because that would ruin their characters. First of all, those characters are literally created to be surpassed. It
The
is
book is closed. They
the-
are dead and
like,
buried.
but also the whole thing of like, oh, they need to remain the strongest. No, they don't. No, they don't. That defeats the point. Gojo's literally pushing there like, you guys need to rise above me, bruv. Beginning of the story, he's like, these guys will surpass me. You'll have to redefine special grade, but you're going to be better than I ever was. Not just in fighting, but like as a person, as a sorcerer, everything, all of it. Like, surpass, right? And therefore, the whole thing of like, Yuji has Sukuna potential, whatever, the whole idea is that that generation of heavy hitters should have, like, I would not be surprised if we learned that Yuji and Yuta are considered to be greater sorcerers than Gojo was. Like, in the history books, you know? Like, I'm cool with that. That makes a lot of sense, narratively. And if these two, like, kids and fight a Sukuna level threat and then surpass that by beating it, it's not crazy. So if something does cliff Gojo or Sukuna, it's perfectly fine with JJK's themes. The only reason you wouldn't think it's fine with the themes is because you're an agenda weirdo, alright? Also, if Big Boss Man Sukuna looking like the Sukuna level threat alien is on par with Sukuna, it's fine because he's an alien. If there are other planets out there with control over cursed energy, it's kind of naive to assume Earth is the only one ever to like have a Gojo or Sukuna level fighter. That's just silly. They're aliens. The rules have changed. Right? The rulebook is completely different. It's fine.
Dude, Allons, have you actually read the chapter?
Me? Yeah.
Okay, what's the guy's curse technique?
Oh, he's got seance, bro. He wears shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
bro, this is the third iteration of seance.
Yeah.
What?
Is this Ino? Is this Ino's son?
That's in my chapter review.
Seance can just be random.
No, in my chapter review, I have 3 theories. He's just a nothing burger character, just like an NPC, completely new, no relation to anyone. Or because he's like roughly the same, like the right age to be an original cast's like kid, to be like Ino's kid. He's roughly the right age, kind of. He is also a Jujutsu High graduate, which means that he like was put into the sorcerer system early, went to the school, became a sorcerer, which, you know, if Ino or whatever had a kid, like probably would go through the same thing. And he's got this like connection to animals and stuff. So my 3 theories are he's an NPC, random new character, he's Ino's kid, or he's Megami's kid. That's my...
Why Megami?
Because he's the right age, he went Jujutsu High, he's got like the dark features, he has this weird like connection and relatability to animals that Gege always emphasized with Megami, like preferring animals to that. And because Tiger Funeral is the only fucking Shikigami we didn't see in the 10 Shadows, and because he literally is only friends with these fucking tigers, who applies to Megami as well, because Yuji was his best mate and Yuji is the tiger.
Okay.
It's facts.
I'm just gonna disregard that last part. But
Yeah, no, I think the wording I use in my video is that shit stretchier than Luffy's morning wood.
Okay.
I low-key hope I'll probably go by the Ino guess. Is my
Yeah, I'm down with
interpretation.
the Ino thing as well. Because we don't need any more M word in our story.
I think it's really interesting because you know how they say that a curse technique can be the exact same technique, but it changes because of how you interpret it.
Yeah.
So that's why like Ogami's seance is different from Ino's, and this guy's seance is different from those two. It's like, what if someone appeared and he had like the interpretation of all the previous seances?
I feel like Ino's and Ogami's were like actually just different techniques.
No.
Because how does your interpretation of the seance technique lead to you exclusively being able to summon the 4 auspicious beasts?
Because it's based on bringing back something that once was.
Yeah.
I guess, but I don't know. I
And
feel like
if the auspicious beasts were like cursed spirits, and you learned that as like a tale from your youth, then that could be like how you interpret it.
No, I get you. I'm also, before I end up the stream, I did want to ask, are either of you any more convinced about the idea that, like, the alien twins are meant to represent Sukuna and Wasuke?
That's totally Sukuna.
Yeah.
it just is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
Because, bro, I got this comment on my... Because I think in the video I got a bit carried away and I was like, it's pretty much confirmed that it's them. Which, to be fair, I stand by, alright? But I got some people like, you can't just say that. This is how JJK misinformation spreads. I'm like, alright, first of all, I need you guys to understand, we read the same story. Like, my videos are my interpretation of the story that we're both reading. I'm not Jjk. If you hear me say something and you go like, well, it's a canon fact now because this random YouTuber said it, that's on you, bro. But like, I feel like it is. Everyone's in my comments acting like it's a crazy fucking... Like, they're like, that's a bit of a stretch. Is it? Really? Like, Shiny, didn't you think it was a stretch at first?
Yeah.
But it's not,
Yeah, I
though,
did.
is it? Like, when you think about it, it's not really.
this is
Bro,
good. I
the
wonder who
themes,
hell
their
these
technique is the opposite of Sukuna's. They've got the markings, they've got the coexistence versus conflict, like, beliefs, they've got the fucking, like, all the themes, like, are there. They're twins. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Fair.
it is, I feel like it's very... If it was just appearance-wise, I'd be like, it would then be, like, a pretty loose interpretation, fine. But the way his technique is described, like bringing things together, it is the opposite of Sukuna's Shrine. It's the exact opposite. So that, for me, was like the nail in the coffin. And his speech about ideals, which was like copy and paste what Sukuna said, but inverted.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I could see it.
Now the only one I need to convince is of Ryan. Scumbag. Oh, which reminds me, I have to do podcast soon.
Also, Maru says his curse technique is shared with his younger brother. What does that mean?
I think they just
never
both
heard of
have
a
the
curse technique
same
being shared.
I think they just both have the same technique.
Yeah, I think he's just saying they have the same technique.
But because of like the whole twin thing though, the way twins work, it's treated as literally the same. Right? Because remember how twins work in Jujutsu? They're
Yeah, but Maki didn't have creation.
No, but Maki didn't have like... Oh, that's true, I guess,
anything.
but she shouldn't have anything, but she did have cursed energy though. She didn't.
Yeah.
She didn't have cursed energy, but
No, she did like
she
a little
was-
bit, but not enough to use anything.
no, but it's like she didn't, but she was perceived to have cursed energy. So it's like the same as if she did. She didn't actually have it, but to
No, she
Jujutsu.
did.
Yeah, but to
All humans have
Jujutsu.
curse energy.
Yeah, but she didn't. That was the point. She'd shaved it all away. She had a heavenly restriction, but
Yeah, at the end.
no, she had it anyway. She had a heavenly
No, it was
restriction.
only
It just...
partial. She had curse energy.
Yeah, exactly. No, but I'm saying it was only partial because she had some cursed energy. Or at least Jujutsu that determines things like heavenly restrictions, like the rules of Jujutsu that determines these things, perceived her as having cursed energy because Mai had cursed energy. But she never actually had it. It's just she only had it because of Mai. Like she only was considered as someone with a bit of cursed energy because of Mai. But naturally, if she'd been born as a single, like not a twin, then she would have had a full heavenly restriction from get-go. Wait, why were we
Wonder
talking
who
about that?
Ian
I've forgotten.
That's just how every JJK argument ever goes, man. You just forget what the point was at the beginning.
Yeah, I don't know. What was I saying? Shiny, what were you saying? I feel like you were saying something.
I was trying to get to the bottom of how Maru's curse technique works.
Oh, yeah, true.
I genuinely have no clue what the fuck he's like. It can bring balance. What? I still have no clue what it does, if I'm being real.
No,
I
no
genuinely
one
have
does.
clue.
No one has a clue. The hell? And then he used his weird eye to just knock out some dude. Fuck, that's all about.
I thought it was just Conqueror's Hockey. That was my guess.
But yeah, no, so...
Alright, I just finished reading the chapter. The whole chapter is just one giant metaphor for
yeah,
how
right?
the aliens should view the humans.
Yeah. It's the whole coexistence
Okay.
conflict thing.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really care about that, but
What the helly? No, that's valid. That's valid.
JJK fan gets mad at themes and such.
I don't know, that's cool.
Let's go, Ichi the Witch time.
But as for what you're saying about the technique, I think you're right. It's confusing. Like, I mean, as in, like, what it means to be shared. Because it says that if Maru uses it, then his twin would know. So it's clearly more than them just, like, having the same technique. It is connected in some way. So I think you're right to question that for sure. It's definitely an odd
Okay.
one. All right. Well, you enjoy Itchy the Witch. I'm gonna go and finish my video, and then I'm gonna do podcast stuff.
I gotta work on my Hajime no Ippo video.
All right, bet. Cool. All right, I'll see you guys in a bit then.
All right.
See ya.
Hi, chat. Oh, Eternal Flame ending off the stream with a lovely $5. Thank you very much, buddy. Time to Jujutsu your Kaisen. Yes, it's time for me to load up my editing software and Jujutsu my Kaisen. That's exactly what we're going to be doing. So, yeah, thank you guys. I think from now on, because, like, I can't help myself. Like, I'll be transparent. I read TCB when it comes out. So I think from now on, I'll probably just stick to, like, doing Kagurabachi Sundays. Like, we can have this kind of discussion about the JJK chapter, but I think it will mostly be just back to Kagurabachi reactions and such, because, yeah, it's like, you know, how it be. I don't want to be showing the chapter because they will just nuke my channel, and I don't really want that, to be honest. So, yeah. Make sure to go subscribe to Cursed Conversations podcast. There are 2 episodes live currently. Very fun time. Hopefully, there will be one out later on. Thank you again for the super chats by Flame and Simpkina, was it? I think, yeah. And I will catch you guys in a bit. Kashimo top 3? Yeah, get out of here, man.